Is there any way she could not look good tonight?
Well, only if the media piles on and
the media's like, she's going
to be great.
Who's piling on? The media's just trying to figure out who she is.
She's got 80% approval ratings. As the congressman said from Alaska, you don't do that by accident, so I wouldn't even classify her as a rookie.
Who's been piling on Governor Palin?
Well, I think they've been asking.
Who's been piling on?
I think you have.
Give me some names.
Multiple. If you look at some of the tabloid headlines, some of the magazine
tabloids. Come on, give me a break, Mike. You know that.
Chris, give me a break. I mean, you're on MSNBC. You're going to act like MSNBC gives a fair shake to Republicans every single day.
Good. Fine question. Ask you, who is piled on from MSNBC or anywhere else on Palin?
I've been asked questions about whether or not she could campaign and be vice president, given the fact that she has children. You think they would ask that question of Barack Obama, who has 2 young children, or even Senator McCain or Joe Biden? I think those. I've been asked by that on ABC, a major network.
Okay, good. Not me. Go ahead. Guys, who's piled? Do you think they piled on the media on Palin? I think they've asked questions about her.
No, they have gone beyond the pale as it relates to her family situation.
Who's done that? Who's done that?
I would say that Us Weekly, I would say I watched a segment on CNN a few days ago where they did the same thing. I would say that it is, really across the spectrum.
Who else besides
People have dwelled too much on someone who is not on the ballot. People are talking too much about a family member who's not being asked to be the next vice president. People are talking about, the proper role of women and questions that never came up when Hillary Clinton was running a historic race for president of the United States. So has the media piled on? I think that they've tried to, but I think that
you've listed US Weekly, and who else has piled on?
Look, Sarah Palin, your question was, can she fail tonight? She won't fail because she is the right person to be vice president. She has captivated the imagination of America. I think that this is the hottest ticket on that convention floor thus far this week. Everyone wants to be more introduced to this fantastic governor who gets up to go moose hunting, who defeated a legend in her own party to become the governor of that state, who's taken on wasteful Washington spending and told Washington what they could do with their bridge to nowhere. I mean, she's a remarkable political figure at a time when people are sick of Washington. And here she is coming out of a great Western state that just captures the whole rugged individualism of the country. And she's running against a ticket that's 2 senators.
Yeah, I just wonder, you're great at doing this. I just wonder, I haven't heard any of this until the last couple of days. I've never heard anybody come on our show or any other show anywhere politically and talk about how great Governor Palin is. I've never heard you. I'll have to do a Nexus search and see how many times you've said this before, but I doubt if you've ever said it before this week.
Before this week?
Yeah. Have you been raving about the greatness of the governor of Alaska before? Or is this something
I've never been asked about the greatness
No, but have you ever just thought it was worthy of... Did you ever think she was worthy of note until this week?
She was on the political radar.
Did you ever talk about her before?
Who took out an incumbent governor.
Now, did you ever talk about her before?
Chris, I can tell you I have. She is somebody
I'm asking you, Congressman, you ever talked about Governor Palin before?
I haven't been asked about Governor Palin before she became vice president.
I just think that all this excitement and glorification of a newcomer is basically politics. I don't think anybody was singing her praises until she was nominated.
Chris, I don't think that's true.
If I do a Nexus search on you, Congressman, why find you ever having mentioned her name? Have you ever mentioned her name before?
If you do a Nexus search on whether people have been talking about Governor Palin and what a great leader she is for the country before becoming the vice president's candidate, she will pop up, absolutely.
Right.
If you see where, there's no question that she's been the buzz out there. Who took out Frank Murkowski? This incredible former mayor who took on her party establishment. Who's an up-and-coming leader in the western United States as a Republican leader who's hanging on to the Rocky Mountain states?
I just followed the news, Congressman. I never heard her name in the context of potentially being vice president. I've never heard you rave about her before. I've never heard John McCain rave about her before. All of a sudden, she's hot and cool politically, and fair enough. But I think it's politics. I think this build-up is hoopla.